Come on, Troy. Go.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Aloha, good evening, and welcome to the Mai-Kai. We are the Mai-Kai Islanders. We'd like to entertain you with songs and dances from our native islands of the South Pacific, the islands of Hawaii, Tahiti, Samoa, and New Zealand. Our opening dance was a dance native to Tahiti, a dance called the Otea. From Tahiti, we'd like to take you some 1,200 miles west to the island of Samoa, where one of the most dangerous of all of the Polynesian dances is performed. Truthfully, once a dance of war, today, thank goodness, it's a dance of festival. Presenting at this time, Taronga and Pacifica with the Samoan War Knife Dance. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. From Samoa, we'd like to take you to the southernmost part of Polynesia, the island of Aotearoa, otherwise known as New Zealand, where the people, our cousins, known as the Maori, are located. The Maori people are supposed to be the oldest of the Polynesian race, that is, according to unwritten history handed down by word of mouth from one generation to the next. It is, however, known that they are the most warlike of all of the Polynesians. Their giant war canoes traveled far and wide and were respected and feared by all. The Maori warrior, prior to going into battle, would perform a dance called the haka, where he'd make ugly faces in order to frighten the enemy, stick his tongue out to the furthest point, and roll his eyes, which is called pukana. Our dancers are going to perform 3 of the dances of New Zealand at this time. Here they are with, first of all, Canadian Sunset. natives to New Zealand. One of the most exciting of all of the Polynesian dances is a dance native to Tahiti. It's a solo drum dance which is actually a contest between our drummers and the dancer. Now you'll notice the drummer is increasing the speed of the beat, gradually going faster and faster, attempting to throw the dancer off tempo. In Tahiti, this is one of the most difficult of all of their dances. Once a year, through the medium of this dance, they choose their #1 dancer for that year. Now, the mark of a good Tahitian dancer is the fact that the shoulders never move. All the motion comes from the hips down. The dancer has to duplicate every beat of the tuwede, the wooden bells of Tahiti. The drums, of course, make a very important part of the dance. For example, our lead instrument is called the tuwede, and it sounds something like this. The snare drum is a tete sound, and the big bass drum, the pahu. And now our lovely kainoa, and ori, pahu. One of the most beloved of all of the Hawaiian songs was written by Charles E. King many, many years ago. It was a story told in Hawaiian about two lovers who were destined to be separated. They sing their beautiful story in song, telling each other that they will meet one another again, whether here or in another world. Therefore, the name Kekauiniau, or Waiting for Thee. We'd like to congratulate those of you celebrating anniversaries tonight, especially you, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, celebrating your 22nd wedding anniversary with us in Hawaii. Up in the Tonga, Mr. and Mrs. Jones are celebrating their anniversary also. We have a honeymoon couple over in the New Guinea room. We'd like to wish you all the happiness in the world for the next coming 25 years or so. But right now, we'd like to feature the beautiful voice of Mapuana as our girls portray the story of the Hawaiian wedding song. Alia, and Tule. We return you to Samoa at this time as our dancers perform an interesting dance that the men perform. They keep the rhythm of the melody by beating their bodies with their hands. It's a fascinating dance. It's called Paupapate, or the Samoan Sled Dance. We take you back to Hawaii at this time as our dancers perform one of our ancient sacrilegious dances. Now, many, many years ago, it was forbidden or taboo for women to dance or sing in public. Therefore, the men performed all of the dances, this dance in particular. It wasn't until about the 14th century that all of this was changed. The costumes worn by our dancers are traditionally ancient costumes of Hawaii. And the girls tell us of ancient chants of Hawaii, beginning with Kaulilua and Auaia. If you haven't already taken a stroll through our gardens, or visited any of the various areas of our beautiful Mai-Kai, please do so before leaving us tonight. You'll find a good way to start a tour of the Mai-Kai is right behind our stage, to our inner garden, then around to the outdoors where you'll see the waterfalls, the tropical plants, and the giant tikis. Every room inside the Mai-Kai is named after a different area of the South Pacific. For example, we have the New Guinea room, the Hawaii, Samoa, Tahiti, Mire, and the Tonga. The Bangkok room is the room located right behind the Tonga. Truly one of the most beautiful rooms in South Florida, a tribute to our Far Eastern neighbors. The Molokai bar is where we have our sarong-clad serving maidens. Our musicians will be entertaining out there between shows later on in the evening. It'll be our dancing time in the Molokai bar. Now, don't miss the gift shop. It's located right across the driveway. There are many interesting items and artifacts from the South Pacific we know you're going to enjoy seeing. Stop in the gift shop, just browse around. The main thing, please enjoy yourself while you're with us here at the Mai-Kai. The Apalima of Tahiti are old folk songs that are handed down from one generation to the next. These are simple tunes taught in childhood that tell of everyday living in Tahiti. Our dancers are going to perform one of the legends of Hawaii, telling the story of a battle that happened many, many years ago between the island of Bora Bora and Raiatea. The people of Bora Bora called on their legendary god to help them in this great battle. As luck would have it, they lost the battle. And in the second part of the dance, the people are forlorn and they ask their god Matahi why this all happened. Here is Matahi.
Matahi! Matahi! Erbi terai! Eteremane! Natemoana!
take just one moment out of our show at this time to acknowledge a few birthdays we have with us tonight. Troy is celebrating a birthday. Troy, how many years old are you now? 25 today. Wonderful. Nice having you with us tonight, Troy. We hope you celebrate your 28th birthday with us next year. Natasha is celebrating a birthday. Natasha, happy birthday to you, sweetheart. Tanya's too old to celebrate birthdays. She doesn't have any more. Over in the New Guinea room, we have 3 or 4 birthdays. We'd like to thank, let's all sing a happy birthday to all of our birthday people tonight, okay? All together now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Now the dreams are on you. Very, very happy birthday to you. There's an interesting dance native to Tahiti that's performed by the older members of the family. To be more exact, the grandmas. Now, it's customary in Tahiti, whenever Grandma decides to kick up her heels, she looks for her dancing partner. Tonight's case, one of you fellas in the audience, so get ready. Here comes our little Grandma with toot, 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 way. For being such a good sport dancing with our little Grandma. You're going to get 15 barrels. There, a kiss on each cheek from Tahiti, and all this applause from the Mai-Kai. Wouldn't you want to go, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, the Longa and Pacifica return, only this time they're adding fire to their knives, which should really shake us up. Here they are with the Samoan fire knife dance. and gentlemen. In Hawaii, we have a saying, it means, come on to my house and we'll have a lot of fun. We hope you've had as much fun with us tonight as we usually have in Hawaii, and we hope that you'll come back and visit us once again. Bringing our little offering to a close, we present another dance native to Tahiti. It is the Apalima.
All right.